Welcome back to the Breakfast Club. We'll now bring you something we've been checking in on every day, the air quality, the index, how it's been changing. We've been bringing you an overview primarily of North India, which has seen a bulk of the poor AQI in the last few days. But if you were out this weekend, you may have noticed that it's seemingly improved. To tell us a little bit more about where the numbers stand right now and whether that trend was actually taking place around us, Sonal, on the AQI charts.
All right, thanks for that. So over the weekend, we all got a bit of a breather to go step out and keep our masks aside, but it was just that, just a breather, not very, very better. But at the moment, if you see, even the current AQI in the national capital is standing at 278. Now, this is significantly better because this falls under the very poor category and not the very severe as we had seen over the past 15 days or so. You're also seeing that the overall sort of humidity levels were high at 89%. So the AQI improving despite high humidity is a good one. The lowest temperature there also hitting around 14.8, and this figure is coming at around 5:30 in the morning. If you look at some of the areas again, which have done better, we've got some of them on the screen for you. So for example, Anand Vihar, usual culprit over there, was in the severe category, but at least not in the very severe, so there was a marginal improvement there. Bhavana, another usual suspect in the very poor. Burari, they're getting into a very poor category over there. Mathura Road doing slightly better as well. So you see, the needle has actually moved towards the orange on most of the usual suspects that we have in the very, very serious category. But let's look at some of the places in detail and get you the exact figures. So this is the map that we often come down to show you area specific numbers, and if you see them this morning as well, a lot of them in the purple, not the usual dark red, again saying that we've fallen down 2 categories on our spectrum of pollution. If you see, the most polluted at the moment will remain to be around 365. This is again Shadra over there, usual suspect. But we often tell you the most polluted. Let's look at the least polluted for a bit to see which areas are actually doing better. So here, interestingly, 171, which one is that? Now, the Faridabad is doing much better. It is in the unhealthy category at the moment at 171. Gurugram also doing relatively better, under 200 at the moment. So is Aryanagar in Bahadurgarh. Again, the outskirts away from the congestion of the city are doing relatively better. Noida, though at the moment still not good at all in the hazardous category with 961. There is also let me see this one, Anand Vihar again, the bus depots there, that makes figures here actually jump up year after year, and this time again, even when relatively Delhi gets better, these areas continue to have very high pollution levels. So overall, this is the case. The update on AQI is that the Supreme Court is going to be having a round of talks today. Now, why is that significant? Because the Supreme Court last week had said that GRAP 4, which is currently in place, which means kids are staying at school, are not going to school, staying at home. There are online classes. People are also working. Offices have been advised to operate on 50% capacity as well. So that GRAP 4 has not been lifted. But will it be lifted today? Because the argument made from the school side is that exams are approaching and they need kids back in school. So that important round of talks in Supreme Court are happening today. So whether or not GRAP 4 lifts is something we'll watch out for. All right, Toya, so that's something that you're looking at, right?
So several important details actually that Delhiites and those in the NCR region can keep